Hello there, welcome back to the Ogre, the old Git Reacts reviews and oft times reminisces. Today we're doing something short and probably not very sweet. If the core band that this project derives from is anything to go by. I found a artiste last night on the interwebs, which I've listened to their album. So although I intend probably to do a reaction review on that album, it's obviously not going to be a pure reaction because I've listened to the songs, albeit only once. But they have this side project, Parisya, something like that. Parisya. I don't know. I'm going purely by the racket that the core band makes, or the core artist makes. I'm going to make a presumption that this is more of the same, not more of the same, similarly rambunctious, shall we say. I hope so, otherwise this is a pointless. Well, no, even if I don't like it, we'll still do it. But anyway, waffling shite as usual. Let's just listen and see if it does take to my ear. There it goes. Okie doke then. Yes, as predicted, a bit of a blast. It sort of reminds me of if you got if you're at an ice hockey match, and as well as doing all the brawling and goal scoring and everything else that an ice hockey team has to do, they also had to incorporate figure skating into their playing. It's that sort of dissonance that skating on ice brings, as well as chucking in some pirouettes and what have you. Repulsive and engaging at the same time so far. I once watched a documentary which was it's called Kingston ER. It was the main hospital in Kingston, Jamaica, and a couple of couple of patients there spring to mind. One was a bloke who had a blocked toilet and decided to clear it initially with bleach, which didn't work, and then decided to pour a gallon of petrol in there and set fire to it with predictable results. And this poor fellow was burnt head to toe and was shivering and looked a right pitiful and sorrowful sight. And it was basically been ignored by the nurses because they had other things to do, and somebody who is covered in petrol and acid burns wasn't a priority, it would seem. So in some aspects, this song reminds me of that. And another patient there had a broken neck, and the doctor was going to perform surgery with a Black& Decker drill that you use for your DIY, with little to no anaesthetic, to drill pilot holes for putting a neck brace on him. And I imagine that having a DIY drill going through your skull probably has a similar effect to this music. Not pleasant for those two people, but pleasant enough for me to listen to. Well, there you go. If you have a car suffering from a lot of rust, may I suggest that you put it in your garage, close the door, crank up a stereo system in the garage, and this will remove all rust from your vehicle. It'll probably remove all the metal and everything else as well, but it has that abrasive effect, shall we say. That was quite glorious. Sometimes when there's judder in music, it turns me off a bit. And there was a bit of judder in there, but the judder tended to be when the guitars were skating all over the place, and so I wasn't too dissuaded from listening further. Not that I had to listen for very long, but yes. Sometimes it's hard to describe what to say about songs like this, other than they have an impact, don't they? Yeah, glorious. Anyway, clicky bollocks. See you all next time. Cheerio.